Hey everybody, it's Ken Finnan from Capital Advantage Tutoring. Much better lit, which is not good for my self-esteem. Welcome to my live Q&A, sponsored, if you want to say, by Capital Advantage Tutoring. And it's my job to help you pass the Series 6, Series 7, SAE exam, Series 63, 65, 66, and all those fun exams. So, welcome, Carolyn. How are you? I got a couple people on there already. That's great. Happy Tuesday. Happy night of the first presidential debate. No comments. Just I have a recording, so I can watch it later. Ginger, how are you? Okay. So here's my question. I'm going to ask it later too when there's more people on. But somebody on Reddit is taking it remote. We're deciding, and I was trying to convince them not to take it remote because there's some things that are downers, like the remote stuff. We've seen in my updates. You can't go backwards. You get to wear a mask. You don't have to wear a mask and all that, but you can't go backwards. There's no scrap paper, and the calculator is on the computer. But anyone who sees this, who has okay, that's funny. So when we take, look at you, Greg. That's awesome. I thought you were tired and burnt out. That's why we didn't meet. I gave you a pass because you were tired. I'm very disappointed, Greg. Okay. So now I'm happy. I'm super happy you got 80s. But okay, so now, everyone who this is what somebody, LV, how are you? So this is my question, and everyone, I'm trying to take my time so people get on. Anyone who's taken the test remote, the virtual scrap paper, is it typing only? Awesome, Maria. I'm so happy for you. Thank you for the review on the Google My Page too, which was awesome. I appreciate it. Makes me look good, makes me feel good. I didn't respond yet. I will. Okay. Greg's taken the, I know it's much better. I bought a freaking YouTube, one of these stupid lights. Look, I'm such a loser. See, I bought one of those. My daughter says I'm acting like, my daughter is, hey, Allie, how are you? By the way, just so you know, I recorded our lesson today, so now I have to edit it to make sure that I look good. I'm kidding. And I bought a green screen. So my wife told me she's letting me. She's actually, I know it's great. It's so funny. So she's letting me use the garage. So at some point, I'm going to be switching to creating the garage like into a little mini studio and go from there. Okay. Okay. I don't know what that is. Okay. Oh, interesting. Okay. So now, okay. Oh, who knows? I'm fat. It's all right. I don't need the heat. Okay. And maybe it'll make me talk faster. So here's my question now that we have 20 people on. Anyone? Yes, I can absolutely talk about slobs over bliss. Somebody asked that in the Reddit too. Okay, so now here's my question for you. LV, watch my How to Pass the Series 6 video. All that mutual fund shit is on there. My question now is if you did it remote, was the scratch paper, can you use your mouse or was it strictly typing? That was somebody was asking. Again, you all know that I am against the remote testing unless you have to. Like I have a kid taking the 66 and we discussed, he gets 2 shots once he starts working. So what happened was dogs. So what happened is that he gets registered on Monday. So he's going to rush to take the test on Sunday. So he's going to do it remote, but somebody else asked a question. Somebody else asked a question basically was, is it scratch paper where you can use circular with a mouse or is it typing only? Please, if anyone take it remote, please jump in here and say it because I know the guy's going to be on here, I think, hopefully. And they were asking me, I think they subscribe so they can get notifications. Hopefully they're on and we'll go from there. Other than that, I don't have a lot more questions. Okay. Okay. Oh, so hold on, we got to go there. Okay. So Kelly, you got to use scratch paper, right? Okay. As far as I'm concerned, I do not think you can go back. That's great, Stephen. So Stephen, so I think you cannot go back. Kelly, thank you for answering. So one question is a scratch paper typing or can you draw, like use a mouse to draw, which I don't think it is. And right, so is it typing or can you use like a mouse to scratch on it kind of thing? Like you know the Microsoft Draw kind of thing. And I don't think you can go back. Oh, okay, Corna. Okay, so Cora, I can't read. Okay, got it. Okay, so it's typing. So Vlad the Impaler. I don't remember what his name was on Reddit, but he should be on here at some point. It's typing. So the scratch paper is typing, not draw. Which is thank you. Okay, and you get to use the virtual calculator, which I told everyone to do that. Okay, okay. So now I think Greg, somebody asked a couple questions. Okay, so let's talk about slobs over bliss first. So there are a couple times orders that you have to worry about, and I have it rolled, so I won't see comments for a minute. Hopefully, because my ADD will be bad. Okay. Now, slobs over bliss. So if I want, so I have a market order of 50. So what am I talking about? I'm an idiot. Stock's trading at 50. I want to buy the stock. So I could buy it at the market, which is great. A market order, just buy the thing at any price. What I can do is put a limit on it and say, listen, I like it at 50, but I don't want to buy it there. So maybe I want to buy it at 48. So I would say buy 100 shares at 48. That's a buy limit. So that would be below. That's the bliss. That's the BL part. And then if I want to sell it, if it's trading at 50, I'm not going to sell it at 50. I'm going to try to sell it at 51 or 52. So I place a sell limit above that. So sell limits above, buy limits below. So that's the SL and the BL. Okay. Now to the other side, the SS and the BS. Stop order. So if you place a sell stop, stock's trading at 50, you would place a sell stop below the market. So if the stock is trading at 50, you place an order to sell 100 shares at 48 stop. So as long as the stock was above 48, you wouldn't see it. Once it trades at 48, it triggers and trades. Judy, by the way, welcome back from your skydiving accident. So now everyone wish her luck in her recovery. And hopefully we can get some film. Hope you got a GoPro going while you jumped off that plane. Okay. Now, so you place a sell stop below the market. That's the BLSS. Buy limit, sell stop, place below. Slobs, sell limits, buy stops are above. So we put a buy stop above the market and a sell stop below. So slobs are placed above the market, bliss are placed below if they ask that question. And remember, the bliss orders are the ones adjusted. The bliss orders are the ones adjusted for ex-dividend, okay? Because they're placed below the market. That's half the battle on this, just knowing where they're placed, okay? And remember, limit order, stops protect, limits don't. Stops protect, limits don't. Okay, LV, I'll do this. So breakpoints are that if you have a mutual fund and you pay a sales charge, say an 8% sales charge, what happens is that in a class A, they have a front end sales charge. Class B is back end. C is kind of a level load. If you have a front end sales charge, they're going to charge 8.5% max. But what they do is if you put more money in, like say you invest 100 grand or 200 grand or 300 grand, there are points called break points where if you cross a threshold on investment, they will lower the sales charge. So if you have say you have a sales charge of 8.5%, but they say everything up to 100 grand is 8.5, anything over 100 grand is 7. So if you put in a 90, if you put in 90, you're going to pay 8.5. But if you put in 105, you're going to pay 7. Now, there's a thing called breakpoint selling. It's where a registered rep, don't confuse breakpoint and breakpoint selling. Breakpoint selling is a violation, or encouraging it is a violation. It's when a registered rep tries to keep you below the breakpoint so he gets a bigger commission. So if you invest 99 grand and say the breakpoint was 100, if you put in 99 grand, the rep should tell you, he's supposed to, if you just put it at 1,000, you get a lower sales charge. If they don't, it could be a breakpoint sale, which is a violation. LV, I hope that helped. Again, watch my How to Pass the Series 6 video. I may do another one now that I have a lot more shit on my green screen, and we'll see if that's some fun. Okay. Yeah, the remote is a lot of tough on it. Okay, so hopefully, okay, hold on, guys. If you guys want to connect each other, sometimes you can just send an email to me, and as long as I get emails from both people, I'll know to pass it on, and I can do that. Okay. I'm telling you, the remote testing, we cannot go back. Unless it's changed, you can't go back because they don't want you taking a break and then writing the answers down. Okay. Oh, how to pass the Series 6. If you look in the Series 6 playlist, it's called How to Pass the Series 6 straight up. It's an hour on mutual funds and annuities. Okay. Yeah, LV, you have 2 weeks, I think, if I remember it. You have a lot of time. Okay. 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 Now, so support and resist. So, okay. So support a stock, when a stock gets in a range like 50, 60, 50, 60, it creates a support, like it keeps bouncing off 50, on 50. That's your support. As long as it goes to 50, it should probably go back up. And then the resistance would say 60. So if it hits 60, it's going to come back down. That's support. Resistance is above, support is below. But what happens is if it breaks through resistance, we think it's going to keep going. Like if I throw a ball at a ceiling, it's just going to keep bouncing down until I get it through, and then it should go up until the next ceiling. So what happens is if a stock breaks through resistance, you want to buy it when it breaks through. So you would place a buy stop above resistance. You would place a buy stop above resistance because you don't want to buy it when it's below resistance. You want to buy it after it breaks through. And then you would place a sell stop, okay? You would place a sell stop below the support because you don't want to do it at support. You want to do it when it breaks through support. Again, I drop a bowling ball on the floor. It's going to keep bouncing up until it breaks through, and then it's going to go down to the next one. So if you break through support, it should keep going. So I want to sell when it's down there. Okay. Okay. There you go, Remote. You can't change answers. Okay. 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 Alondra, I'm so happy for you. That is awesome. Didn't you get it delayed? I thought, if I remember right, you weren't supposed to take it last week and then they canceled it on you? Okay. See, I sometimes remember shit. Okay, so now, I think Greg said the brochure rule. The brochure rule is that you are supposed to give the brochure, if it's federal, to the customer at or prior to them signing the contract, or if it's state level, 48 hours. You can give it to them at or before. If you give them the brochure at or before they sign the contract, they have 5 days to back out. But if you give it 48, if you give them the brochure 48 hours before they sign the contract, they're locked in. They can't back out. That's what the brochure rule is. Okay. So the 3 contact rule, that's normally for if you are basically, as far as I'm concerned, and this is what I think, if you are doing trades in penny stocks, pink sheet, bill of mortgage, stuff like that, and there isn't not an inside market, then you have to contact at least 3 market makers. And this is not you, the customer, it's the broker dealer. The broker dealer has to contact at least 3 market makers to create an inside market before they execute. Or if there's not 3 market makers in the stock, contact as many as they can, write their quotes down, and then execute. The point is they don't want you just buying willy-nilly, because if there's only 1 or 2 market makers in the stock, the price could be really crazy, and you pay 82 cents and somebody pays 30 cents. So they don't want a wide swing, and they don't want you ripping people off. Okay. 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 I can go, here's my one thing, Mara. I am going to, I can do very quickly. I don't do options on here. That's the one thing, because that is like keeps me busy. That is my bread and butter all day long. So, and again, as I told Cynthia, I'm trying to create a paywall and just do options behind there, and then you can pay for it. But so understand straddles. I'm just going to give you how to recognize for the most part. Okay. Straddles it's 2 buys or 2 sells. A long straddle is 2 buys and it's a call and a put. Has to be. Unlike a spread, which is 2 calls, a buy and a sell. That's how you do it. So the left side is the same on straddle. 2 buys and a call and a put, or 2 sells, a call and a put. And here's the secret. If you see 2 buys, you always have unlimited gain. If you see 2 sells, you always have a limited loss. Okay? And the other thing is always premium. So if you have a long straddle, that means 2 buys, unlimited gain, premium loss. Boom. If you have a short straddle, unlimited loss, premium gain, max gain. That's it. I can't really go heavy into it, but I hope that helps a little bit, Mara. Okay. And remember, long straddle volatility, short straddle stability, and you would like it to die when you short. Okay. 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 Yeah, see, Greg, you know your shit. You have no confidence. You're basically asking me a question and answering it in the same time. So exclusion, you don't have to do a brochure. So Greg is saying the brochure rule exclusions. One of them is if it's an investment advisor, if a client is an investment advisor, or if your investment compensation, if it's impersonal, below $500. Again, I don't think they go heavy into that. Okay. Okay. Everyone who's taken the Series 7 has said the crunch time facts are all over the exam. Okay. 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 See, this is what I like. It's all the stuff in the sideline that everyone's talking to each other. Okay. 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 So now I know for a premium price bond, the yield to call will be lower than the yield to maturity. Okay. Okay. So understand. So I do the triangle. This is what it is. And I don't know how it's going to look for you, but over here is going to be, I think that's how it comes. So it's going to go, my discount bond is always going to go coupon, current, yield to maturity, yield to call. It's always that order. Coupon, current, yield to maturity, yield to call. On the discount, that's low to high. On a premium, that's high to low. Here's why. Think about this. If I buy a bond, an 8% bond at $800, so that's an 8% coupon. My current yield, I did this on purpose, an 8% bond at $800, $80 divided by 800 is 10%. So my current yield is 10%. You never quote current yield ever, okay? Now, here's the thing. You bought the bond at 800. What are you getting at maturity? How much money do you get at maturity? So you bought it for 800, you're going to get 1,000 at maturity. So not only are you getting $80 a year, you're going to get an extra $200 at the end. So your yield to maturity has to be higher than the current yield because you're getting a little bonus. And the reason yield to call, after like 20 years, the reason yield to call is even higher is because if they call it, it's coming sooner. You're going to make the $800 in 5 years versus 20 years. So that's a better return. So on the premium side, you pay $1,200 for a 12% bond. So I'm going to do 12% coupon. So that's up here. 1,200 divided by 1,200 is 10%. That's my current yield. The yield to maturity is going to be lower, and then the yield to call is even lower than that. Here's why. So if you buy a bond for 1,200, you pay 1,200. What do you get at maturity? 1,000. So you're losing $200 over that time period. So you're getting 12%, but you're also losing $200 because that's going to lower your yield over 20 years. And the reason yield to call is even lower is because it happens faster. So it happens like in 5 years. So you lose the $200 over 5 years versus over 20 years. I hope that helps a little bit. And remember, issuers call discount bonds. They do not call premium. They call premium bonds. They do not call discount bonds. That's what happens when I get old. I get crazy. Okay. Okay. Suitability is everything, guys. And I'm hearing everyone goes, oh, I took a lot of tests. I'm reading on Reddit that people are failing all over the place. Not all over the place, but enough. And they go, oh, I missed it by one. I missed it by one. Read the effing book. I told the one guy on here, he goes, I've been taking a lot of exams. I got through all of them. And one of the people on here says, yeah, take a lot of tests. Yeah, that helps after you've read the book. You need to do a combination of reading and testing, 100%. Now, Cora, I'm going to help you. Hope you're still on. Okay. So you failed to the 69, which means you know your shit. Okay. So now, what I would say is you need to read the book. Okay. Again, that's the big thing. So I would read the book. And if you have SDC, go through their crunch time facts. If you have Notman, get the class summary. And I think Kaplan has some kind of test topic thing they do. But you need to focus on reading. So what you should do is spend the next week or so reading the book straight through, writing down stuff you may either don't understand or you saw in the exam. Maybe bring it up here on the Tuesday, Thursdays. But keep reading. And then once you get through the book one time, start doing chapter exams. Get through that. And then you can start taking finals. But every time you take a final, the lowest two sections, reread the chapter that's lowest. I have a video on here called What Happens If I Fail. It's like 5 minutes on how to handle it. You just got to, again, this is what I tell to everyone. It's a 30-day problem and a 20-year career. People fail all the time. Okay. Okay. One quick thing, I think I've said it, just remember this. If you have a spread and you want to know bull or bear, I think I said it last week. If you want to know bull or bear in a spread, okay. Yeah, the Kaplan test tips is the one that definitely helps. So there you go. There's your email. Just you can do that, guys. It's I would, if you guys send me your email, I'll do it this way you don't have to keep putting your email up here. Okay. If LV, if you've read it, I'm going to delete this. Okay. And if you don't find, I don't want emails on here. That's I don't care. I just don't need people getting a million emails. Okay. So just saying it. Okay. Maria, I didn't do it because I don't like you. I did it because I'm trying to protect you. Okay. If I see an email on here, I'll leave it up for a minute and then I'll take it down. So the person you're talking to can see it. Yeah, Cora, I'm sure you've taken the FINRA practice exam online. I'm sure you have. The practice one, don't do it too much because you don't want to memorize. It's really just about getting the words down. Okay. Back to this. So if you have a spread and you're not sure if it's bullish or bearish, just find the lower strike. If it doesn't matter call or put, find the lower strike. If you bought it, you're bullish. If you sold it, you're bearish. Sometimes they're that easy. Okay. Right. I thought I remember, but that's awesome. I am so happy for you. Okay. Okay. Stephen, we got this. I think we're meeting tomorrow. Okay. 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 Yeah. So if you go, if you guys have STC and you go right in the middle, there should be a little link that says facts. Click on that, and that shit's all over the exam. Now, I'm not saying you have to use STC, but that helps, okay? That helps. Maybe if you know somebody who has the exam that has STC, you can borrow it. But you click on that, it's basically just like a bullet point version of what topics we think is on the exam. Again, Notman has class summary, and then I think Kaplan has test topics. I don't know that Past Perfect does it. Okay. 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 Yeah, I agree. I think you got to read a lot. Christopher, welcome back. I love it. Okay. I don't, Brooke. I don't. I have one of my lives did. I might make you watch them. Okay. Okay. So good. Thank you, Elvie. I'm glad you got it. Okay. So now so here's the thing. I'm going to go very quickly through this. You can just rewatch it. Margin. Okay. It's very simple on the exam. You have to get equity on a long margin account. You need equity. It's going to be market minus debit. Okay, that's equity. The market value, which they have to give you, the debit balance they have to give you, market minus debit is your equity. If they're going to ask SMA, SMA is your excess equity. It's the amount of equity you have over 50%. So SMA is going to be equity minus the SMA, minus the reg T. So SMA is equity minus half the market value. So if you have a market value of 20 and a debit balance of 8, you have 12 grand in equity, you do 12 minus half of 20, which is 10. That gives you 2 grand SMA, and buying power is 2 times SMA. Boom, that's your buying power. On the short side, the equity is credit, which they have to give you, credit balance they have to give you, and market value. Credit minus market is equity. That's your equity. And then again, the same freaking formula for SMA is equity minus half the market value. So if I have a $30,000 credit balance and a $10,000 market value, my equity is 20, and then 20 minus half of the market value of 20 is 10, 20 minus 10 grand is my SMA. If I did the right, just understand that it's always the reg T on the short side is half the market value, not half the credit balance. Everyone freaking does half the credit balance. And I hope that helps a little. Brooke, okay. Cynthia, you're on. I saw you. Okay. Okay. You say, okay. Yeah, look, you understand something. Again, Christopher's right. Options are not that bad if you learn the concepts and you get them down. Margin's not that bad, barely on the exam. Everyone, if you have Kaplan already, you can pass these exams. If you have STC, you can pass. Past Perfect, Training Consultants. Training Consultants is better as a supplement than it is. And Achievable is a great supplement. I have the link down there. I have a code if you email me or text me to get a little more of a discount. But the point is, all these major vendors will all get you to pass if you do the work and you read and read and read. Okay. 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 Yeah, see, that's the thing. A lot of people, what they do is, like a lot of my students, they have, if they bought it themselves, I tell them to buy the STC and then buy the Kaplan product, QBank. So this way you have STC questions and Kaplan questions, and you can really hammer a lot of questions on that. I think it works. Okay. 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 Let me work on that one. LV, hold on. Okay. Judy, oh, fun. It's funny. I'm not going to mention either way. I don't want anything on here. I'll delete anything about who, but I did bet on it. There's about 9 bets on how they're going to say hi. It's fun. How do they say hi? What's going to be brought first? Who's going to be told that you're talking too long? It's a lot of fun. Okay. I don't know. You can even win a bit. Okay. Now, okay. Good. I'm glad who you're helping. Yeah, a lot of exemption and exclusions. Everyone, Greg's taking it tomorrow, and he's more nervous than he needs to be because he's solid. He knows his stuff. We're meeting one more time before he goes. He's scoring 80s. He's peaking at the right time. Okay. So, okay. Everyone want to answer the Mara's question that do you think the STC exams are easier or harder than the actual exam? It is just different. Some people think it's harder. Some think it, there you go, Greg. I love it. We got the love going in, right? Okay. So everyone is, here's what happens with the STC. If you're memorizing and just taking a lot of questions, the actual exam will feel harder than STC or Kaplan. But if you're learning the topics and you understand this stuff, I think the STC questions are harder than the real exam. Because if you know your stuff, the test is much more straightforward than STC or Kaplan. But what happens is a lot of people just memorize the answers and then they walk into the test. So many people, Richard, I'm so happy for you. Good, get on the 6, read the book. Okay, Mara, you're in good shape. I think you're in great shape. It depends. Again, Richard, I'm so happy for Colleen. I didn't know you were on here. So, Mara, if you're getting 70s because you're understanding the stuff, then you're fine. If you're getting it because you're memorizing answers, you need to find a new vendor or something like that, okay? I don't know if that helps you at all. Make sure you know the crunch time facts, and everyone I told you of STC, if you go to the on-demand part, hit the view up in the corner, there's a thing called documents. It's their bullet point version of the book. It's a lot quicker. It's like their on-demand class thing, but it's really solid because you don't have to reread 400 pages. Again, Richard, remember for the 6, the good thing is a 6 should be a little not easier than the SAE, but a little more straightforward. Okay. True. If you guys like what I'm saying, hit like. I appreciate it. Okay. Everyone. Okay. So cost basis. Okay. Divided by number of shares. I don't know how that works. Okay. So guys, the LV, I just dropped. God, I sound like an idiot. I just put out a video last Monday on taxes. So LV, go watch that. That will help you. I promise you it'll nail all your cost basis questions. It's all about taxes, and I think it's pretty helpful. Okay. 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 Anyone who wants that, who wants to do that, okay. I'm leaving it on there for about 2-3 minutes. Okay. Awesome. I'm happy for you. That's great. But watch the Series 6 one and watch the taxes one. Anyone who wants to do Google Hangout, jump on there. And anyone who's watching this tomorrow, email me, and then I'll shoot an email over to Christopher. Christopher, shoot me an email so I have it. But I'm going to delete this in about 2 minutes because you just don't need everyone. Okay. Yes, I'm trying to put stuff on Instagram too. I'm actually putting these videos up on Instagram as stories. It's not anything else. And I know the debate's coming on in a minute. So I am going to jump off. I think we're good. Guys, hit me, everyone, with questions. Greg, you're going to get this. I know you will. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Everyone, good luck. Everyone be nice. Okay. I'm trying to do that, and I have to shorten it. And I'm going to, again, please, if you like what I'm doing, please hit like, please subscribe, tell people. I'm getting up there. I'm over 2,000. Let's get me up to 10,000 so I can do this all day long. I can do this every night. Okay. Everyone, have a great night. And see you on Thursday. I guess you're right, Cynthia. That would be October. By the way, my birthday was Saturday. I am now officially really, really old. Well, you all have a good night. Wash your hands and watch the debate. And I won't tell you which way to vote, because just vote.